the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Bills' second-year running back. He's coming in well-rested off the bye week. It's the Bills and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. And we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And normally in this spot we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
Allen going to go to the air right away. Throw complete right side to Cooks. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Now Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down for Dallas.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Cowb0y able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Following the touchdown, here's Cowb0y to kick off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
They're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. James Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
On gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Allen. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
11 yards there, just like last play.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, it's Prescott. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
The throw over the middle taken in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Prescott on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Gregory Rousseau make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7th play in this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Allen, it's complete to Diggs. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Here's Allen. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And this one is right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. After one, 14-6 our score. on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And the Bills getting set to go. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On play action, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards, good enough for first.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Bills are back within a couple of the lead. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On second down, Prescott again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Prescott now. He's got a man, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not able able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Following the touchdown, here's Cowb0y to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Third catch of this first half for them, and this one is a first down. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat, but maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
He's tackled at the 20-yard line. Brings up second down.
Prescott yet again. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Prescott from the gun. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
I don't know if he was just working through progressions or just unaware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he could escape the pocket.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And here come the Bills. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Number 89. A gain of 9 brings up second and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 2.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And taken right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their 36-yard line. That drive starts with a completion out to the right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The last run got 6, now second and 4. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Cowboys at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Second down, and again, it's Davis Price. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it first and goal here from the 2-yard line.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo now for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Allen's throw is complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Hey, kill! 47!
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 2nd and very short, Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Allen going to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 71 yards. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL. We are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime, but the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my time.
Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott looks to throw on first. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is L0ne. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
L0ne will try to throw for it. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a...
And he loses the football the 2nd time. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got it to about the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Prescott off play action. They'll roll him out right. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen, 65 yards. And the Bills have broken the tie. Well, plays like that make the old coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either, but boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense, guys dropping off into coverage. Their eyes averted somewhere else, and guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
The point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up in the end zone. It's been that kind of a game for him.
Absolutely. Now you just keep waiting for more. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Finding room in midfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Fourth down. Prescott. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
As they run the counter play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Caught on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. He'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2nd down and goal. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 4 yards out.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations, so it is harder to defend.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this one is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point by Cowb0y, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Hands it off out of the gun. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Allen. And my goodness, another interception. picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Back to the ground, this time Cook. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Throwing, Prescott. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Bills are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott now. And he's got his man on the out route. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They were probably just looking for a couple yards of breathing room, snapping the ball at their own 2. Well, they got a lot of breathing room.
And even knowing that offenses are as aggressive as they are now in the NFL, you still expect them to run the football in that situation. Why weren't they ready? Instead, it turns into a monster gain and gets them way from the shadow of their own end zone.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove, because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you, because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
And here's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Ball at the 14 for second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Now Allen. Flush to his... Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes left side. The 40, 30, 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Coup for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bills offense now, they get set. The field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. On first down, Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Allen now on first down. This to Hines on the drop-off. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Allen to throw once more. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Bills! A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. After right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Dallas offense set for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Dallas, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.